Alright guys, so the Zenkai that everyone has been anticipating is finally coming. Legends Limited Super Saiyan Gohan, aka Future Gohan, which we have been waiting on a Zenkai for years now. Um, it's obviously very anticipated and I'm very excited for this Zenkai. I used to use this guy a lot back when Hybrids was really meta. Obviously, this is a future campaign, so maybe they might make him more future oriented. But I don't know. Just keep in mind, this guy already has a unique equipment from a while ago. Uh, Decent stats all around. Obviously, it's a little outdated based on like compared to the unique equipments we're getting now. But even this, it's giving him 20% inflicted damage, and he's getting more damage every time he gets hit or after an enemy attack is over, right? So 5 times 420. So he can get 40% inflicted damage from this. And then he's also healing allies by 5% 4 times as well. So keep that in mind as we go over the Zenkai, which we will do right now. Let's see. Wow. Okay. A pretty significant stat jump, huh? So we're looking at 285 strike attack, 260, what is that, 266 blast attack. Obviously, this guy's more melee oriented. That's about 200,000 to strike defense, and then, what, 190, 195 to blast defense. That's pretty damn good. Well, card slot ceiling, he always had that. He's on a bunch of different tags. Hybrid Saiyans, Sun Family, and Future. All three, which one of them is super viable right now, and hopefully the other two get some buffs in the future. I believe he already had this. Let me just, before we continue, let me just pull him up in another window. Come on. There we go. Okay, yeah, he did have that. He did have that. 10%, yep. Blast is normal. Kamehameha, so this is a long-range blue card. On activation, damage 20%. Cancel attribute downgrades. And then on hit, ally health plus 5% and seal enemy strike arts. What is different about that? 20% damage is the same. This enemy strike ceiling is also the same. So the things that are new are the attribute downgrade cancellation and the ally health. Both good. Very good. Obviously now with all the arts cost increase and whatnot, very powerful. But I will say, might be kind of redundant because usually you're ending the combo with the blue card. Or just like a one-time fire. So if your arts cost is already so high, what is this blast or what is this blue card going to cost? Like 70, 60? Just keep that in mind. Green card. This was a stop time green card. Health 10%, key 50, damage 20% for 20 counts. During next combo received, damage card plus 30%. Draw speed plus 1, 15 counts, non-stacking. Hover null and nullify attribute downgrades and normal conditions for 20 counts. The key is the same, HP is new, damage is the same, the damage card is the same. What I see from that is that they're for some reason taking it off of the starter ability, which I'm not a fan of. That means that their starter ability is just going to be a lower base for whatever reason. He did not need that. Just move that into starter ability. Why are we afraid of giving these Zenkais higher, damage cards? Doesn't make any sense. Cover null is obviously new. And then the attribute downgrade and normal condition for 20 counts, that's actually the same. Which is really powerful. Very powerful. Especially in this meta right now. Especially against Ultra Zamasu, who has all those annoying debuffs like Bleed, Poison, and Paralysis. So this could be really strong if you defeat the Zamasu with this Gohan. If you have your green card proc. I do notice that he doesn't draw a card from this, which is interesting, to say the least. Why does he not draw a card from this? Bit odd. Blue card. On activation, ultimate damage 50%, nullify endurance, also if health is 50% or lower, ultimate damage plus 30%. So you can get 80% ult damage. I believe that was... Oh, that's actually new. It actually used to be 40% base and then 20% if your health is 50% or below. So that's going from 60 to 80. So that's a pretty significant jump. That is the only thing new about this, I believe. Yep. Alright. Main ability. Draws the ultimate key 50. Damage guard penetration plus 100%. Seal enemy special and special move arts 10 counts. That is the same. And then cancel enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects. That is new. No healing on this. Interesting. The key 50 is the same. The 100% damage guard penetration is very strong and still the same. Yeah, they didn't change much except the attribute upgrades and buff effects. Zenkai ability, I'm assuming it's going to be future because we are in the future campaign. Yup. Starter ability, 150% damage, 120% damage guard. Key recovery plus 50%. Draw speed plus 1 and endurance 40% recovery. Yeah, 120% and then he can get 30%, so 150. 150% in optimal conditions. Why not just give him 150 base? It just makes no sense whatsoever. Sure. Battle for Hope. Let's see. Drop 2 card. Oh. Draw up to 2 cards if hand has 3 or fewer. Key 30, damage 45%, uncancelable twice. Cover null, and then allied damage 25%. So that's why he didn't get card on his green card. That makes sense. Okay, so that's pretty strong. 45% damage twice. That brings him up to 240% damage. Then he gets covered on entry, and then he's allied damage plus 25%, that also counts for himself. So that will go up to 240 plus 25, so 265. Okay. T30 is a little low, but sure. There's a defeated battle member. Draw special arts next. That's the green card. Damage 15% uncancelable, and then nullify enemy or nullify element disadvantage. So that's type neutral both offensively and defensively. So that's going up to 280% damage, if I counted correctly. On cover change, destroy 2 enemy cards and enemy key minus 30. This was his defining ability back when he released and for the many months after because he was meta for so long. Just the casual card destruction every time you cover change. Because usually if you're destroying that many cards nowadays, it's limited to like twice or 3 times, something like that. But this guy was infinite. And I believe the key minus 30 is new. Yes, it is. Yeah. When enemy attack ends, damage guard plus 30%. Uncancelable one time. Ally damage plus 20%. There it is. Okay. So you're getting an additional 30% damage guard there. So that brings him up to 150% base, and then he can get 180 with the green card. Okay, that's much better. And keep in mind, enemy attack ends, that includes like tap attacks, quick attacks, tackles, stuff like that. So it's very easy to proc that. Very easy. And then even more ally damage, so he can give theoretically 50% damage to allies. Albeit for a short amount of time, but still, that's not nothing. On strike, blast arts use key plus 10, strike damage plus 10%. Wow, okay, so that's why he didn't get, he only got 30 key on entry, because he's constantly Okay, so that brings his cost down to technically 8 and 18. That's very strong. When on standby, an ally is hit by enemy strike and blast arts one time. Activation resets on battle entry sub counts -2 and cancel enemy buff effects. Wow. This this is the Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku effect. Because if you guys recall, if you hit an enemy battle member while the Daima Goku was on standby, you actually got your cover null removed so that him with his universal cover change would, you know, come in and counter. I can't recall if buff effects include what was I gonna say? I can't recall if they include the nullifying destroying hand and protect key. I believe it does. I don't think it's an attribute upgrade. The buff effect, so that's insanely strong. Wow, okay, I'm actually really surprised they gave him this. This is a really powerful ability. Especially, you know, with his card destruction and his key down. That's pretty oppressive, I can't lie. Especially on the future team. Strength to escape danger. On endurance activation, damage card an additional 20%. All arts cost -5 and destroy entire enemy hand. Wow, okay. Destroying entire enemy hand is very reminiscent of Yellow Goku Black. The damage card, that brings him up to what? So that's 120 plus this 20. And how much did he get? 30. So that's 170 on endurance pop. It's pretty good. For Zenkai with these kinds of stats, yeah. When on standby, an enemy activates special move, ultimate, awakened arts, or rising rush 3 times. Subcounts -6, and all enemy special move, ultimate, and awakened arts power -40%, 3 counts. That's pretty strong. Obviously, it's not 10 counts, but you know, feature and yeah, feature already has a lot of subcount manipulation, whether it's proccing Red Zamasu's sustained damage unique gauge, or using his green card, I believe. And then Zamasu against like rushes and ultimate. This is very strong. And the 40% power. Of course, he has a blast cover change. He looks really good. Which is a good thing. This is one of those Zenkais that they absolutely could not mess up, or everyone would be in a frenzy about how bad it was. Because this is one of the most anticipated Zenkais for a long time. I mean, he has good stats. It looks like he has good combo ability. He has a lot of ways to cancel attribute downgrades, endurance, a lot of damage card and damage card penetration. He looks good. He looks exceptional on paper. We'll just see how he does. I'm really excited to use him, and if you guys want, this is one of the teams I'm going to be using him on, pure feature. And then I'll also be using him next 13 with the additional defensive. This is like an uber juice Zamasu setup, pretty much. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the equipment. I believe co-op is resetting, as well as Ultra Space Time Rush, so we should be getting at least 2 new equipment. Let's see. Yep, here's the co-op equipment. It is for feature and powerful opponent. Health 12%, strike and blast defense 18%, and then pure strike defense 12% if attack feature other than this character is a battle member, and then 12% to own blast defense if a powerful opponent other than those characters is a battle member. Pretty good. Obviously, very, very defensive. Is there anyone you would... In Zamasu's, you're not building defensively. I guess this goes on, like, Goku Black and Zamasu, the green one that just got a Zenkai? If you're using him, sure. And alright, I'll farm like 1 or 2 of these. And there shouldn't be anything else besides the Awakened equipment. Let's see. This is for future and melee type or future and hybrid Saiyan. Strike attack 32%, 5% to pure strike per future or hybrid battle member when this character enters the battlefield, and then 12% HP. Wow, okay. This is really strong. 12% HP, 32% strike attack, and then up to 15% pure strike. Yeah, this is very close to a must-run equivalent. So this is for future and melee or future and hybrids. So this can work on both Zamasu's, and this can work on the future Gohan. Would I replace it with anyone? I think for Gohan, I'd probably replace this one. Yeah, definitely replace this one. Or this Zamasu, would I replace this one? Health restoration and HP is pretty strong. Maybe. But this guy, would I replace this one? I think so. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, that's pretty much a must-run equip. That is very powerful. It kind of reminds me of, like, the pure version of this one, in a way. It's giving the same, pretty much the same amount of base strike attack. And then 12% HP again, and then it's pure strike instead of the special move and health restoration. So it's like a partner equip. Very strong. That should be it. Let's go ahead and check data mines real quick. Again, shout out to Hydros. We are getting, obviously, the Zenkai Rush battle for future Gohan. New event, 1 battle per day for awards. They have a sale, Chrono Crystal sale for, looks like, CC and some Ultra Rose art, which looks pretty damn good. It's very similar to the one they did for Ultra Super Vegeta, post 7th anniversary. We will be buying. It looks really nice. Some card sleeves. New co-op season, I guess it's again Sword of Hope. Here's the new equipment. Ultra Rat is coming back. Ultra Broly is coming back. There's the Awakened equipment, and that seems to be it. Alright. Decently sized week. Yeah, decently sized. You got some content, new units to, or new updated units to try. Should be fun. Let me know how you guys feel about this update. I am very excited to test out future Gohan. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.